Everybody has a dream about making music, whether it's being the life of the party, playing at Carnegie Hall, or creating music at home. Take Jim and Peggy, married with a daughter, both studied piano as kids.
We hooked an electronic keyboard to our new computer.
So we can make music with our friends and give our child a musical education.
Mrs. Conway is a music teacher.
I use a computer to teach piano because my students seem more fascinated with a computer keyboard than with their piano keyboards.
Bob is an avid musician. He plays for a living.
I use my computer like a recording studio to record and enhance my sounds, as well as to publish my compositions.
Karen does multimedia presentations and knows about the impact of music and pictures.
I add music to business presentations to give them professional, high-quality sound to go with my images.
I'd like to be the life of the party. I don't have time for lessons. But I bought this keyboard and I got a computer. What do I do next? Oh, hi. I guess I was dreaming. Welcome to Midisoft's Connect and Play video, where you'll find out how easy it is to make music using your computer. First, we'll talk about the M word, MIDI, and discover that there's no mystery to it. The second section is about Midisoft MIDI Kit, how to hook it up, and how to get started recording and editing your own stuff. And finally, we'll show some amazing new Midisoft software that you can use to expand your musical dream. What do these people have in common? They all use MIDI to learn how to play piano, turn their computers into recording studios, and in general, have a lot of fun with their families and friends. You know, for the first time in the history of music, everything has come together. The computer, the keyboard, and Midisoft software. Most computers you see in stores these days have all they need to become a piano or a recording studio. Electronic keyboards are as little as $100. All you need is a cable to connect them. Midisoft software is the glue that holds them together. So you simply sit down and begin playing.
It sounds so easy.
But do I have to understand MIDI?
No, you don't. I don't understand it myself. Midisoft makes it possible for people like me to use the features of MIDI without understanding MIDI. But as long as you asked, here's Joe Maruzak from Midisoft who can explain it.
MIDI is short for Musical Instrument Digital Interface. It was created in 1983 to allow electronic instruments to talk to each other. It's a hidden technology. It requires no special computer skills. It's as simple as connect and play.
Well, how does MIDI work?
Think of MIDI as the paper roll in a player piano. All the information about the notes is included, including which notes are played, how long they're played, and how loud or soft they're played.
What's in a MIDI file?
Think of a MIDI file as being a recipe for music. Within a MIDI file, all the ingredients, the notes, the instrument sounds are included, as well as instructions for the MIDI device to recreate the original moment of music.
So how can I make music with MIDI?
By simply attaching your electronic keyboard to your PC sound card and using Midisoft Studio, you can create entire symphonies with equipment you already own.
This section shows you how to connect your electronic keyboard, MIDI cable, and computer. So now I'll bet you can't wait to start making your own music. Here's the easiest step of all. Midisoft MIDI Kit is a starter kit with everything you need to connect your computer and your electronic keyboard. Plus, it comes with recording session software for you to record and edit your music. When you get home and open the box, what you'll find is a manual, a CD, and this cable. One end of this cable has two plugs, MIDI in and MIDI out. The other end has two more plugs. One attaches to the joystick port on your sound card, and the other is a copy, so that when you plug your MIDI cable in, you still have a spot to plug in your joystick. It has a special shape, so you don't have to worry about it. There's only one way it can fit in. Right here at the sound card in the back of your machine. There. On the other end are these two round plugs. One says in, the other says out. Now listen carefully. The out plug goes to the in on your keyboard. The in plug goes to the out on your keyboard. Don't try to figure it out. Just remember, out to in to out. If you're just beginning, you'll probably be using the sound card as your one and only sound source. So the only end of this cable you'll be needing right now is the one labeled in. Plug it into the out port. There. Now put the CD into its drive. If you have Windows 3.1, go to the File Manager on your computer and run Setup. If you have Windows 95, Use Explorer to run setup on the CD and follow the simple on-screen instructions. It will install automatically. Start up the software and you'll discover that your MIDI kit includes a copy of Recording Session, one of the leading programs for recording and editing music. When you click on Recording Session, you're ready to start playing. That took less than 5 minutes. Now let's record a little music. I know I'm not a very good musician, but let's give it a try. Each note appears instantly on the screen. You can play it back, you can add notes, delete notes, or move notes, just like a word processor.
Anybody can do that.
It's a music processor.
You can play thousands of tracks, then add lyrics to any or all of them. Yes, lyrics. I woke up this morning. I just recorded a digital audio file and added it to my composition. You'll find some pre-recorded MIDI files included with your software, or you can download them from online or internet sources or CD-ROM libraries. You can remix any of those tracks, change instrument sounds, adjust the tempo, the volume, and immediately hear what your changes are. The notes are highlighted during playback, measure after measure. It's a perfect way to see the real thing in real time and learn more about music as you go.
That's really great. Is there other software available?
This section shows you how to get going with other Midisoft products, Midisoft Play Piano and Midisoft Studio. Midisoft Play Piano can teach you, your children, and others to play the piano in a fun way without boring drills and exercises. Midisoft Studio puts a professional recording studio in your computer and gives you easy-to-use tools to create your kind of music. This is a great part. Okay, let's say you're like me. Maybe you don't play very well, and you want to learn to play piano or just to improve your playing skills. Midisoft Play Piano is for you. It's easy to learn and easy to play. Midisoft Play Piano connects and works just like the MIDI kit. It has 3 major sections: demo, learn, and practice. In the demo area, you can see and hear a piece of music. The notation is highlighted, and you'll notice at the bottom of the screen is a piano keyboard with 2 hands.
It actually shows the students where to put their fingers when they play piano.
These are called magic fingers. It actually shows the student how a piece of music should be played. Play Piano analyzes MIDI files and creates a lesson plan that actually teaches the student how to play the piece of music correctly.
Want to see how an expert does it? Midisoft Play Piano features videos of real piano soloists shot with a camera suspended above their hands, so you can get a more perfect idea of what your hands should look like and what the motion should be. In Midisoft Play Piano's learning section, it teaches you how to play music.
The computer can actually teach my daughter?
Midisoft's Play Piano actually uses intelligence agents to analyze over 400 areas of each song. It then analyzes the student's history and creates a lesson plan to teach that piece of music to the student.
Here's another thing that I appreciate. It keeps an eye on me. For example, if I reach a point where I'm just not playing a piece of music correctly, Midisoft Play Piano will recommend other similar pieces of music so that I can work out a solution. The third section of Play Piano is a place to practice and improve on the lessons you've worked out in the Learn section.
What I like about Play Piano is that I can teach all my students using the same software.
Play Piano is a universal teaching tool that's great for everyone. One package of Play Piano can be used by an entire family or a whole classroom, and it remembers each user, and you'll never run out of material. Simply get a MIDI file from the internet or from a CD-ROM library. Play Piano will review the piece of music and create a lesson plan specifically for you to teach you that piece of music.
After you've worked with Midisoft Play Piano and Recording Session, and you find out how much fun MIDI files can be, you may want to move on to Recording Session's big brother, Midisoft Studio, a full-featured recording studio in a box. It does everything Recording Session does, but so much more. It looks like the Recording Session Plus screen.
Well, it looks like it, but it has so much more. It has a wave editor, piano roll view, and a studio panel view.
Is that a big deal?
The wave editor allows you to clean up your digital audio by adding reverb, echoes, chorus, or modifying the file through EQ or compression. You can even do special effects like reversing the file.
What's this piano roll view about?
The piano roll view gives you a graphical display of musical information without having to read musical notation.
And the studio panel view, what's different about that?
Studio Panel View allows you to control more devices than just your sound card. It allows you to control multiple pieces of hardware, to transpose or to issue patch changes, all in real time.
That's quite a lot of power in a software package. Now let's watch someone who can show you some of the magic you can do on your own computer. Joe Doria. This screen is the score view, which gives you standard notation. And the mixer looks like a mixing console like they have in recording studios.
You mean like a full-featured recording studio right inside my computer?
That's right. We wanted to include everything you'd find in a basic recording studio. Multi-channel mixing, faders, filters, and echo. Just dive right in, even if you've never been in a recording studio in your life.
Okay, now let's watch Joe record a really basic MIDI track. Here, Joe's recording a percussion track. Now, Joe records a bass track. And now, let's watch Joe improvise with these tracks. When you look at the mixer panel, you see that it's fast and easy. To select something, click once. To change parameters, double-click it. You can even change instruments.
So you can actually change instruments after you've recorded.
You can take your MIDI recording and change the sounds to any sound found on your sound card or on your electronic keyboard. What that means is you can record a piece of music as a piano and then later change it to harpsichord and then later change it back again. It's that easy.
Here's a digital audio recording for a vocal track. Double-click on it, and it opens up the integrated digital audio editor. It's as full-featured and robust as any of the pro digital audio editors. And again, as with everything in studio, if you can see it on the screen, you can double-click on it and edit it. You can do cut, copy, and paste type stuff within this, and you can grab just certain segments. If you want to see more detail, you can even scroll it out so that a measure now takes up the whole screen. As you can see, Midisoft Studio can take you and your music into places you never dreamed were possible. So why just make music in your dreams?
Who, me?
Yes, you. Get your electronic keyboard, your cable, and your PC and plug them together with Midisoft software. The possibilities are endless. Midisoft MIDI Kit is your starter kit. It includes a cable and recording session software to record and edit music. There's Midisoft Play Piano, a program that teaches you how to play your favorite music. Just pick your song and begin learning. And finally, Midisoft Studio, an entire recording studio in your computer. It allows you to record hundreds of MIDI instruments, vocals, sound effects, acoustic instruments, and edit them. Now you know how Midisoft can help you fulfill your musical dreams. With your computer, your keyboard, cable, and Midisoft software, soon you'll be playing, recording, and mixing music like Joe Doria.